Snoop Dogg claims he's had a change of heart about Donald Trump. He ain't done nothing wrong to me, he told the Sunday Times. He has done only great things for me. He pardoned Michael Harris. That's one of Snoop's friends. But I regret that Snoop and other Trump-loving rappers conform to the perception of rappers as self-centered, ill-informed, up for sale even. Back in the day when Trump was perceived as a rich philanderer and not a race-baiting fascist, men in rap would name-check him very often.
I'm Donald Trump in a white tee and white ones.
It's just sad that so many are being used to paper over his bigotry today. Because as a black man, I know the guy who attacked civil rights heroes, terrorized black election workers, accused black cities of election fraud, called black countries holes, encouraged police violence, and celebrated Confederate generals. So maybe he did nothing to you, Snoop, but he did plenty to us.
I think he's forgetting that Obama said that Trump said that certain KK members are just nice people. Then again, it was a proven hoax. So people start doing their research like, if that is fake, maybe the other three things you mentioned are fake too.
Our token black men are as follows: Ray J, Soulja Boy, Nelly, Rick Ross, and Snoop Dogg. Y'all all bent over and took it from the back from Trump and his white racist people. Y'all are a disappointment and a disgrace to the black community. Soulja Boy, I can see why he did it. He broke. He ain't got nothing going on with his life. But Rick Ross, you got money. Snoop, you got money. Really think y'all have really separated yourself from the black people that actually support y'all? Because what Trump and the Heritage Foundation is going to do to black people in America is erase us. And you shuck and you jive for them white folks. Snoop, what the fuck happened to you? I can remember when you would never let a white man even talk to you crazy, let alone try to bribe you. That one hurt the most. But like I kept saying, you only black until you reach a certain amount of money. And then you forget you black, like Lil Wayne. While the black people that's are the ones that's really gonna suffer. Y'all fucking disgrace.
I find it very interesting when people say, once you got money, you forgot that you're black. I'm black. I'm not rich. I just have common sense that makes sense. And also I find it very less disrespectful than Kamala paying Megan Thee Stallion to shake her butt so you can vote for her. Cause she would only appear to get your vote if you pay her. It's just a celebration.
Nigga, they pay me a bag, nigga. Obama ain't never put no money in my pockets, nigga. Kamala ain't never put no money in my pockets, nigga. Trump put money in my pockets, nigga. My motherfuckers are trying to say something about me performing at the crypto ball party. Did Kamala call my phone? Did Obama call my motherfucking phone?
They just want people that offer them money to perform, and if you pay, they will be there. You see everything political. And that's why certain people I can't trust, because every decision made, they believe politically as if you really agree with it. No, they pay money. Let me give you an example why it's dangerous to make everything political.
She says she noticed young children walking onto the court while the game was being played. You can see the principal getting up so the little kids didn't get hurt. At least 2 times she pulls the kids back while the game is in play. At some point, Plaquemine Police Chief Stephen Angolio says words were exchanged, and the mom was having none of it.
The principal sitting in a chair, the lady walking by with 3 kids in tow and one of her friends, and the principal asked her, they keep your kids off the basketball court, disrupts the whole game. She obviously took offense with that, and you see her move in on the teacher puts her hand up to kind of keep her off, and she just punched her, knocked her out of the chair.
Surveillance footage in the school's gym obtained by the WAFBI team shows the parent hit the principal. She's knocked to the ground.
This wasn't excitement from the competition, you made a bad call on my child or anything. This is a woman that was there with kids that was disrupting everything. I don't even think she had a child in the game at all. And she wasn't watching her kids, and when somebody told her you need to, she didn't like it.
Vengadilo, remember to subscribe. All I have to say is this person, there's a great probability, has something against white people. Even if somebody says to me something as if I disagree with them or it's my enemy, you kind of save my kids. But the fact that you go in their face, even if you're very angry, why would you do it with your baby? In their face. The fact that you go in the face, they push it away, and then I don't understand that aggressiveness. That's why whenever I choose my black friends, I choose them when they're not prone to outrage.
The election. on stage, on TV. Him and Elon. Yep. I think that things are all like going as planned, and that, like this, it needs to play out at this pace, in this way. But it's, like that's a smoking gun for the people who still were like, oh no, like a free and fair election, he won it. Look at what he is telling you. Like, I don't know how more clear it needs to be. The Intelligence Committee is also still meeting at midnight tonight, like in a few hours tonight, which I don't know if it's like normal for an intelligence meeting to happen like, at midnight the night before an inauguration, but like that's weird to me. Like midnight, really? Like y'all couldn't do it like the day before, like the morning up or something, like. But honestly, that feels like nitpicking at this point. He's not going to be inaugurated tomorrow. I feel like it's going to be a crazy day tomorrow. I'm going to a just general fuck the oligarchy protest tomorrow in Washington Square Park for my New Yorkers. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be a hectic day, so remember to just breathe, sit back, and enjoy. And if you're out there getting involved, stay safe.
And I think he should say, look at me. I'm the election denier now. Yeah.
Well, we are on the eve of an authoritarian administration. This is what 21st century fascism is starting to look like. Republicans really model themselves after Orban's Hungary. And so you can look to see how Viktor Orban runs Hungary to get a taste of how they will try to govern and control media and companies in the United States. And this is kind of an entree to that. As far as what we do, this is a time of experimentation. A lot of people will still use platforms, can still use platforms, but I also look towards places where you have more ownership as well and develop your audiences there. Like Blue Sky, you own your audiences at protocol, decentralized protocol, newsletters, email. Well,
I find it rather interesting that you say Republicans are trying to control, but Blue Sky doesn't. It's decentralized. But you can't say that there's only two gender because your account gets banned within 30 seconds. Then again, we got receipts that you said it's vital that governors maintain restriction on businesses until after the November election because the economic recovery key will help Trump be re-elected. A few businesses closure or job losses is a small price to pay to be free from his presidency. In other words, she's saying if you lose your job and Trump doesn't become a president, that's a very good thing. Just remember that.
Illegal immigration is a farce.
What do you call it? What do you call it? Undocumented?
Government. It's an imaginary line.
I dare you to cross the Canada-United States line.
White man. How dare you? How dare you?
That was kind of
I'm
racist.
a privileged white man too. But you know what I'm doing?
You just called me a privileged white man.
You cannot be racist to white people because white people are the dominant race in this country. Full stop.
You were calling me privileged when you don't know anything about me. I could have grown up in Section 8 housing.
This is privilege.
Okay, all right. Tell me this.
Privilege.
Then we should live exactly like them and educate everybody to assimilate in a first world country. I don't know what I have to say. Stop making a video to prove a point that I'm not allowed to say out loud because you think I'm calling you out. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Now, I want you all to put all the pieces together because what this effectively means is that every social media platform, mass social media platform in the United States has been taken over by the right wing, with the exception of Blue Sky, but Blue Sky is still very small, relatively. So when I say put the pieces together, Elon Musk took over Twitter and there's open reporting. It's pretty obvious as well that they have manipulated the algorithms. They've artificially manipulated the algorithms to boost right-wing content on X and to amplify harassment. Then you have Meta. So you have Mark Zuckerberg and I know we're on Instagram right now. Hi. Saying that they're basically also bending the knee to Trump with their changes to fact checking, regardless on how effective that was in the first place. It's an open signal. And now TikTok is now saying, hey, we are agreeing, we will use our push notification system for all 170 million American users to promote Donald Trump.
In other words, if Trump didn't do anything, he is blocking people. If Trump does something, he's pushing for himself. There's nothing you can do to help people that don't like you, because they just don't like you. They don't care about the policy. Your name is there, you either did something wrong or you did something good for yourself. Simple. And I'll be honest, there were some dumb, supposedly Republicans asking the dumbest question about TikTok. I don't even understand why they would ask that question.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
Mr. Chow, if I plug in my earphones into my phone while they're in my ear, can TikTok know what's going on in my brain, please?
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the...
So if I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
It will have to access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Is it possible then that it could access other devices on that home Wi-Fi network?
Congressman, we do not do anything that is beyond any industry norms. I believe the answer to your...
Mr. Cho, can you assure me, or can you at least tell me, if you turn on airplane mode on a plane, can TikTok talk to the plane, please?
Sir Singaporean, can TikTok give me a new eye? I'm like, shut up.
If TikTok being banned does not radicalize you as an American citizen, you are intentionally missing the point, because it's not about TikTok. It's the fact that Republicans and Democrats across all legislative branches can expeditiously and unanimously pull together like never before, and probably never again, to streamline legislation banning a social media app while completely ignoring everything important to us. They can't pull together to make sure my kids don't get shot while they go to school, to fix the economy, to mandate livable wages, to kick hedge funds out of single-family homes so I can afford my mortgage again. They're doing fuck all about homeowners insurance, stealing billions of dollars from Americans, and then leaving them for dead while their homes wash away in a flood or burn to the fucking ground in a fire. They, like every other country, can't pull together to outlaw the poisonous substances that are put into our food, creating an epidemic of obese, diabetic, cancerous Americans who need to lean on a healthcare system they do all the mandate in way of quality of service or cost. They won't give us free health care. They won't invest in infrastructure or education, but all of their efforts collectively go to banning a social media app. California is on fire. North Carolina and Tennessee washed away. New Jersey has geoplasmic orbs over it. Our kids get shot in school, and our economy is on the brink of fucking collapse. But their top priority is banning social media. That's where the effort goes.
In other words, they come together for this way more than all the other things that she mentioned. If it's true or not, that's not the point. The point is, why did they go for this one so good? And it seems they unbanned TikTok anyway, but click, clack, click, kinda easy. You can click, clack, click this subject.
Don't get me wrong, ako sa kita bong puta fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam turlo que ta verdeta welcome.